Okay, so here is Female Dating Strategy Episode 3. For this episode, it's going to be more of just a read through of a recent Reddit thread that I thought was quite humorous. So, Virgin at 27, that is the topic of today's video. Okay guys, I need your help and would appreciate any feedback or perspective. So basically, I'm still a virgin at 27. In the past, I've shared this with guys and have regretted it, so I don't want to make that mistake again. But then, I don't know, some guys can tell by my energy. I don't want to tell guys because I don't want a guy to think he is my first and to hang that over me. If that makes sense. Also, no one is entitled to your history or lack thereof. So when I do have sex with a high-valued male, who has proven himself, etc., how do I come across as comfortable and not a newbie when it comes to sex? Basically, I don't want a guy to be able to tell that I'm a virgin. Thanks. Honestly, 27 and still a virgin, I would question that right from the get-go. Okay, let's see some responses. So, Colorways says, if experience, lack of or otherwise, is a factor, that'll make him think less of you. He's not high value. And then Advice Unicorn, it's absolutely nothing to be ashamed about. Please share carefully after you've witnessed a man to be high value. Don't rush into sex for validation. That's what I did in my 20s and I regret it. It sounds so cheesy, but the right person will wait and appreciate it. These people are very idealistic. Honestly, if I was a guy, I would definitely question this girl after 27 years of not having sex. That it seems like there's got to be something wrong with her. And Radiant Success says, comfortable is not something that you'll have to try to appear. You'll be comfortable with the act if you're comfortable with and trust the partner that you choose. You don't have to worry about appearing new versus experienced. Just worry about yourself and your own enjoyment. Learn and know your own body and your own pleasure. It is not a man that makes you feel good, it's you, knowing what you like and what you dislike and having the ability to be in control of that through verbal and nonverbal communication. Honestly, this whole communication at every part of sex just ruins the value of sex in itself. I mean, yes, there's times when you need to communicate things, but not in the act itself. That could oftentimes lead to ruining the moment or, I don't know, just not going with the flow. Nothing ends up being spontaneous then. Okay, this one says no one can tell. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a guy can tell. The ones who even mention it, let alone claim that they can tell, are low-value males and lying. You don't have to disclose your sexual history to anyone, nor that lack thereof. Just do FDS, don't have sex, until there is both commitment and you feel ready. Then, if you wish to disclose to him, you can. Or you can just say, I'm not very experienced, would you mind leading? Or say nothing at all. Again, you are under no obligation to tell anyone, and no one can tell by talking to you, looking at you, or even by having sex with you. The broken hymen equals virgin thing is a myth. So is the virgin equals tight bullshit. Yeah, I've heard it's a myth too. I'm asking more about my behavior so I don't seem too nervous, if that makes sense. Guys can tell because I seem nervous when the topic of sex comes up. I don't know, but yeah, I'd rather never tell a guy and let him just assume what he wants, even if he is a high-valued male. I have to put myself first. Okay, this whole broken hymen virgin myth, I mean, it's not a myth. It does exist. It's just possible that, especially if you're 27 years old, you probably already broke it at some point, whether it be through your own masturbation or putting a tampon up there. That can happen too. So I would not use that as an excuse. These people are very idealistic. This whole approach of having a high valued male, it's like they idolize this kind of Prince Charming that has been spoken about by these left-wing activists, these social justice movements, these feminists that radicalize things. And no wonder they can never find anyone. No wonder this person's still 27 and pregnant. I mean, if she actually wanted a high-value male, she would not be looking for the same criteria that the media idolizes, that these shows or romance novels put as the man of your dreams. It's not true. It doesn't exist in that sense. A man can become that, but you need to alter your expectations, your reality. Um, you can't get everything, and it's like the woman has to put no effort into anything, and the male should just do everything, and should put all their focus and attention on the female. I hate this left wing propaganda. I honestly believe that this more conservative approach to relationships leads to much more successful long term goals being met, and family values, and these commitment issues stem from that leftist approach of men are just not good enough anymore, and you can always achieve better, you can always achieve more. No wonder there's so many failed relationships these days. And then the final answer. They can't tell no matter what they say, I promise. How would you know? Are you a male sleeping with a new 27-year-old virgin? Anyone who suggests they can is a low-valued male. Well, that's quite a jump. Get out of there. The only thing they can tell is that they're nervous. They can't tell why. Sis, lots of us are nervous before sex with a new guy. You don't have to be a virgin to be nervous, and the guys can be nervous too. Yeah, people can be nervous, and it's good to have a bit of nerves. It's like the butterflies, and then the nervousness comes. But I think that some males can definitely tell if you've never had sex before, especially if you're 27 years old and have absolutely no idea what you're doing. I sure hope she does some more research, watches some porn or something before having sex for the first time. Because I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to tell if you're so oblivious to what sex is. I'm almost 30 and a virgin. Oof. That's unfortunate. I've only kissed one guy. I've dated about 8 people and have or haven't told them based on different things. You dated 8 people and never slept with any of them. How long did you really date these people? In my experience, telling or not telling doesn't really matter. Yes, it definitely does. If you're looking for a serious relationship and the person honestly likes you, it won't bother them. If the dude is looking for a hookup, he will maybe try for a bit, but ultimately bail if he thinks you won't be giving it up. But that's doing yourself a favor. In my experience, I usually get respect because of it. What kind of experience do you actually have with this issue? You're still a virgin. I think you should tell a high-value male so that he knows to help make your first time as comfortable and special. And if he's not willing to do that, then he shouldn't be the one. I mean, maybe if you were 20 years old, but another decade has gone by, now you're just becoming an old maid. Sex is the most utterly natural thing in the world. A high-value male who isn't trying to bend you in half or get you to do crazy positions the first time you have sex won't be able to tell you're a virgin. But he also won't think it's a bad thing and won't hold being your first over you. If you spend 6 months getting to know someone before sleeping with them, the sex is almost guaranteed to be good. It's not going to be about past experience. It'll be about sharing the experience with each other. Have you masturbated? Had an orgasm? Do you know what pleases you sexually? At 30 years old or 20, even 27, what kind of guy is going to wait 6 months? They have their needs too, and you need to satisfy the men. Or else they're not going to be faithful. They're not going to be loyal. I don't agree with this position whatsoever. Yep, he knew. He was making sure to go slow, and there was a lot of foreplay, including oral, to get me more mentally relaxed. And even still, I bled a lot. I can only imagine his reaction if he wasn't prepared, and with the knowledge that it was my first time and then seeing the blood. All women are different, though, and maybe this guy wouldn't be able to tell with you. I just wanted to throw a different opinion scenario into the mix. Thank you. At least someone's admitting to this. Okay, so let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on being a 27-year-old virgin? Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe for more.